Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is the preview for Manchester United against West Ham, the first Premier League game of the season. I am absolutely buzzing for this one, and after the opening couple of games of the Premier League, you're looking at Arsenal and Leicester, who fought out a fantastic game. Obviously ended with Arsenal winning, which is not what we wanted to see, but 4-3 to Arsenal. Then you're seeing Watford 3, Liverpool 3, with Watford grabbing a last-minute equaliser. Chelsea losing 3-2 on the opening day of the season at home against Burnley. It's been an absolutely fantastic start, and we've still got the Manchester clubs to come, as well as Newcastle against Tottenham. What a day it has been for Premier League football, and welcome back. Welcome back. We have missed this, and thank God it's come back with a bang as well, and hasn't been, you know, a boring start to the season. This is why we love the Premier League. Now, going forward, Manchester United against West Ham, the first Premier League game of the season. These kind of games last season, Manchester United dropped points in and ultimately cost us not only a top 4 place, but when you look at the amount of games where we should have won and we didn't win, and I'm not talking on paper we should have won, I mean during the match as well. There were so many games where we battered teams and then got a 1-1 draw. So it's these kind of games that will make the difference for Manchester United this season. We already know Jose Mourinho tactically can get points and wins in games against the big sides. So it's these games. If we can take care of these games, I think we will be involved in a title challenge. Now, starting the season, of course, it's early doors. You don't want to be looking at the league table. You don't want to be looking at your rivals at this point. But an early victory, and we're already a few points clear of Chelsea and Liverpool. So obviously a victory tomorrow is crucial for Man United to get the season off to a very good start, get a victory, get 3 points under our belts, and hopefully show a confident performance as well. Because Manchester United have, in my opinion, had a very good pre-season, but we need to be delivering in the Premier League now, and this is where it matters. So in this video today on McKola TV, we're going to be discussing all things Manchester United against West Ham. We'll discuss the team news. We'll discuss how do we think United will line up. 3-5-2, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. How will we play against West Ham? Who to fear from the West Ham side? Obviously, they've got Chicharito in their side now, former Manchester United player. So we'll discuss him as well. I'm sure you guys want to talk about him. And then we'll go on to my predicted lineup and, of course, predictions too. So we got loads to talk about here on McKola TV on the Manchester United against West Ham preview. And just to let you guys know as well, earlier on this week, I uploaded my season preview for Manchester United and my Premier League predictions. So go and check them out once we're done here too. I'm going to be regularly doing a video on Mondays where we look at all that has happened in the Premier League. So we look at the main talking points. So that will start this Monday as well as my new feature with Cheeky Sport Dave, which we're going to record tomorrow. And we're going to have a regular feature with myself and Cheeky Sport Dave here on youtube.com/McKola. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're commenting. Get involved here. We got plenty more coming your way. Nigel's laughing at Chelsea. Thomas thinks we'll play a 4-3-3. Brands99 says, give the video a like. Hey, we have got 56 likes. Thank you to you guys that have already liked. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Mitchell says, Reds, up the fucking Reds. Let's see your other comments. How you doing, Bobs? Abdul Malik, how you doing? Darren, Old Beasts in the house as well. He's a Chelsea fan as well. He's saying, go check yourself. Yeah, listen, guys. Let's not get too excited. United still have a job to do. Now, I am confident of Manchester United getting a result tomorrow against West Ham. That is what I will say. But I'm not going to get carried away about the results of our opposition until we do the business ourselves. We've been here before over the last couple of seasons where we'd take the piss out of someone and then we'd go and drop points or ruin our chance to take an advantage. So let's get into a point where we're winning games regularly, week in, week out, and we're ahead of these teams before we start taking the piss, eh? We haven't played yet. Infinite Gamer, see you tomorrow, mate, if you're going to be coming down. Nigel's back. Steph Pierre's back. Ash Raya says Morata played well today. Told you not to write him off. Chelsea were down to 10 and down to 9 men at various points in the game. Burnley obviously got a 3-2 victory, but Morata had a decent performance, although he missed a big chance as well. But he scored his first goal in his first league game. Don't write the player off. He's a quality player. Hunter thinks it's going to be 3-1 to Manchester United. Now, I'm interested to see how we play tomorrow, because obviously we've seen with Manchester United in pre-season, we've played 3-5-2, we've played 4-3-3, and we've played 4-2-3-1. Now, I don't think we should be playing 4-2-3-1 at home. Playing two defensive midfielders doesn't make sense, particularly against West Ham, with all due respect to them. So I would like to see us go with a 4-3-3. I think 3-5-2 can work against some sides, as we used it against Chelsea, didn't we, last season, where we had Rashford and Lingard up top. And I think it can be used at times, but I think at home we want to be putting four in the back, have that extra midfielder, have that extra attacker, and actually go for the goals. Because we've seen this summer, and we've seen in the players that we've got at the team, Mkhitaryan, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Romelu Lukaku, Juan Mata, Paul Pogba. You're looking at these players and you're thinking, these lot can cause damage against sides. So we don't need to be going into it with 4-2-3-1. And I don't think we need to be playing five at the back. And I think the arrival of Nemanja Matic, I mean, it's too early to judge, obviously. But looking at Chelsea today, they really did miss him. And the arrival of Nemanja Matic sitting in front of that back four will allow Pogba, will allow Herrera, will allow whoever's playing in that central midfielder freedom. And that's why I think we should give them that freedom. And if we play a 3-5-2, whilst Pogba and Herrera might have that freedom, they've got limited options ahead of them. Whereas if we play with the 4-3-3, and you've got, let's say, for example, Mkhitaryan, Lukaku, Rashford, or Mkhitaryan, Lukaku, Martial, or Mkhitaryan, Lukaku, Mata, or whatever. If you had that front three, and then you've got Pogba and Herrera who are getting more space, getting more time on the ball because of Matic, they'll be able to find those guys more. And I think we will have luck against this West Ham side. Obviously, they've brought in some good players. Joe Hart in goal. Wouldn't surprise me if he had a worldie for them. Now, I know you guys are going to say, you're calling Joe Hart a good player. Yes, he's a good player. I've criticised Joe Hart and I've criticised Chicharito. But that's because I didn't want them anywhere near Man United. They are not Man United quality, but they have the potential to pull it off on a day, in a game. And Joe Hart could have the potential to have a worldie tomorrow. We've seen goalkeepers do it. We've seen strikers do it at Old Trafford. And Chicharito has done it many times at Old Trafford. Look, I didn't want him at Man United, but we know his strengths and we know his weaknesses. And his strengths are finding space, scoring goals. And it looks like they'll be playing with one up top, with Arnautovic in support from the wide spaces, and maybe Lanzini as well. And if that's the case, I don't think Hernandez will have much luck in a one on his own. I think he needs a little bit more strength and support. LJW says Rooney scored today, going a little bit off topic, but yes, Wayne Rooney did score. It was a good goal as well, and fair play to him. It's nice to see Wayne Rooney doing well at Everton. I never wanted him to go there and fail. I wanted him to do well. So even though he has left United and I wanted him to leave United and I thought it was the right time, it's nice to see him do well. Now, I've seen some overreactions to people saying, oh no, we're going to regret selling Wayne Rooney. No, we're not. This was exactly what Wayne Rooney needed. He's no longer good enough for our first 11. He would have been all right on the bench, I suppose. He didn't want to stay on the bench. He wanted first team football. So the move was best for him, Everton and Man United. And it's nice to see him doing well. That's all it is. Kevin Lowney says like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Kevin. And thank you very much for watching as well. We have now hit over 100 likes. Make sure you keep hitting that like button, commenting and subscribing as well. Ben, thank you for your comment. Dip says United are going to win the league. Little bit of confidence, but what I would say is, and I was speaking to my mate earlier as well, and I said to him, defensively, when you look around at the Premier League, I looked at Chelsea's bench today and their bench was looking weak. And you think, why have you sold all these players that you have sold? Because their bench looked very weak. And then I was looking at Arsenal's defence the other day. The addition of Europa League football, Thursday, Sunday stuff. I don't think they're going to challenge for the league. I was looking at Liverpool, defensive frailties yet again. Going forward, they are fantastic. but defensively they're very frail. And as we saw, Watford got a point against them. Now Watford are a decent side, and I don't know why I predicted them to go down. I forgot all about Marco Silva, so that's one position I've already got wrong. Yeah, Liverpool, we saw their frailties. So if we can defensively be sound, now I know we've got frailties in defence ourselves, but with Eric Bailly coming back and all that, if we can be defensively sound and players step up to the plate that we expect to, Mkhitaryan, Martial, Rashford, I think Lukaku will step up to the plate. But if those guys can add goals, I think you're looking at us and City as favourites for the title. And I think you look at City, and whilst they've got plenty of goals in their side, they have defensive frailties as well. They're always likely to concede. I think it's crucial. This game tomorrow can be a real marker for Man United in terms of saying we're not going to make the mistakes we made last season. Of course, if we win the game, I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to win the fucking league. But it's a big chance for United to right the wrongs of last season and show, boom, we're here, we're back, we're hitting the ground running, and we're not taking time. We're gonna be at it. Now I know last season we won our first couple of games as well, but we need to do that this season, and we need to go on a run. Liam Bones says our problem isn't defence, it's attacking. Saw that last season. Noble, Carroll, Aubameyang, etc. are injured, says Man United God. They've still got players though like Arnautovic, Lanzini, Chicharito that can cause us problems. Usman says, we didn't get to 40k subs, but I loved your content over the summer. Yes, that's right. I was aiming for 40,000 subscribers by the game tomorrow. Now, we look like we're about 1,000 short at the moment. In fact, we're just over 1,000 short, 1,137 short. But what an effort it has been, and thank you guys for all. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for getting involved, and thank you for sharing. And I have really enjoyed doing all this summer content, and it's just a sign of what's to come, because there's going to be plenty more here on Adam McKola YouTube channel. There's going to be loads for you, so make sure you keep it locked. We're going to have plenty more for you. It's not just going to be these live streams talking about transfers, previews and reviews. It's going to be plenty more as well. So make sure you're keeping it locked. We've got over 300 people in here now. Thank you for joining us, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button if you are in the house here with us. Comfortable 3-0 win, says Red Rum. So yeah, we've discussed tactics, formations. I would rather see us go with a 4-3-3 against West Ham United. The 4-3-3 I would play would be obviously David De Gea in goal, Valencia. Then I'd go with Bailly. Then I'd go with Jones. So Valencia, Bailly, Jones. Left back, Darmian. Then I'd go with Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Mkhitaryan, Martial, Lukaku. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lingard or Rashford start instead of Martial. My Martial selection is more in hope rather than expectation, which is disappointing, because I think Martial should be someone that plays in our team week in, week out. But what I have seen from Martial recently is a determination. When he's playing, I've seen a little bit different from him in terms of application. And I think he's really, when he gets a chance, I think he's going to be ready to take it. I absolutely love Anthony Martial, and I got high hopes for him. Zach says he's watching in a tent right now, but he's loving the content. Thank you, mate. Fintan says he saw me at Old Trafford on Wednesday. Was it when I was filming my preview? I've done a season preview. If you haven't seen it, check it out after we've finished here. Nepal Devil and Pannan says Martial isn't going to start, or he's unlikely to start, and I do agree with you as well. Ian Forward says Pereira is awesome. Joel and Andreas are awesome, to be totally honest with you. I do agree with you there. Rashford will start on the left, says Pannan. Interesting. Martial is not a proper winger end off, but he can play there, Darren. And we don't play out and out wingers anymore. We don't play a 4-4-2. If anything, we play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, which doesn't require out and out wingers. Of course, I would like one. We do need one at this moment in time. But I think Anthony Martial, with his dribbling ability, he can cause problems from there. And he has caused problems from there. I just think he needs a consistent run of games. He never gets a consistent run of games, which is really, really frustrating. So just to reiterate, the team that I'd start, of course, the Anthony Martial selection is in hope rather than expectation, as I said. But a team that I would start would be David De Gea, Valencia, Bailey Jones, Darmian, Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Mickey, Martial and Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku has scored 9 goals in 10 games against West Ham. He absolutely loves playing against these. Of course, that wasn't in a Manchester United shirt. And this is going to be his first Premier League game of his Manchester United career, obviously. Now, he scored in his first competitive game against Real Madrid. Of course, he missed a sitter, which is what most people picked up on. But it was nice to see him grab a goal in his first competitive game. Got off running. It's 1-1. Now we've got a game at home against Old Trafford. And I think these are the games where Romelu Lukaku's signature is required. And I think this is the games we've signed him for. People say he's a flat track bully. If we had him last season, we would have won the league. It's that simple. And I think Romelu Lukaku, whilst if he doesn't score tomorrow, I'm not going to say, oh, he's shit. I'm not going to get in his back and all that stuff. But it's these games that we've bought him for. And with his record against West Ham, when we got West Ham at home first league game of the season, he was probably rubbing his hands together. He was probably thinking, hey, this is exactly what I need. This game against them at this time, it'd be exactly what I need to hit the ground running. And the thing with Man United is we will create opportunities for him. We will create opportunities for him. So if we do that, have no doubt he'll take him. And I'm hoping he does grab a goal tomorrow. I think he will. I've got a super feeling that Chicharito is going to score. Jeff Duarte says that's a solid 11. Ajay says when is the match? It's 4 p.m. UK time tomorrow. If I'm correct in thinking. We have got now over 300 people in today. A little bit quieter than usual, probably because there's football on the television. There's some big streams going down like True Geordie's stream and all that. So understandable. But of course people will watch this back later on today as well. If you are watching it back later on today, make sure you hit that notifications button so you know when we go live. And then you won't miss a live stream, of course. Or if you like watching them back when they're not live, fair play to you and thank you for watching. Anyway, close to 200 likes now, so get hitting that like button if you're in the house. Herrera and Matic would cover central midfield. Pogba up front like he was in Juve, says Nepal. I don't want to see Pogba in the number 10. We've got players like Mkhitaryan and Mata that can play there. I think we've brought Paul Pogba because we need a central midfielder of his ability. So I'm hoping he plays in central midfield. Dip says Lukaku, hat-trick, watch. I would love to watch that, mate. I am going to be at the game tomorrow as well, and I will be doing videos for you guys from the game. So I'll have them up after the match, of course, as well. So make sure you keep it locked to that. Are you going to interview Castro? 1021, says Tim. We have lined it up. Fingers crossed it comes through. But we have lined it up with Castro, and he said yes. So I'm hoping it happens tomorrow. But we know match days can be hectic for everyone. He might forget to come through. But we have arranged to interview Castro after the game. So hopefully that does happen tomorrow. We are now at 200 likes, so thank you very much for hitting that like button. Ian says Matic will ease Pogba. Noah says we'll always support. Thank you very much. Tom Dillon says, why have I selected Jones? I've selected Jones because I feel more confident in him than Lindelof at this moment in time and in Smalling. So I've gone with Phil Jones. Now, that's nothing against Lindelof. I think he could be a fantastic player for United, and I'm not writing him off yet. But I think we've got to take our time with him. We've got to take our time. So we don't have to rush him in. So why rush him in? Do you get what I'm saying? Fareed says he saw me on Stat Wars. Thank you, mate, for watching that. Obviously, if you haven't seen it on Euro Football Daily, I was on Stat Wars. And I'll be going back on it very, very soon as well. MUFC Tom says Chelsea have made a 90 million offer for Matic. I think his value just tripled, mate. Still pushing. Let's get Adam to 40k, says Epic DHZZ. We can do it, can't we? Maybe. We need to get 1130 subs. I've never got over 500 in one day, so it's unlikely that's going to happen. But it could happen. The most I've got in one day is like 300-400. Any more questions, guys? Keep your questions coming in. Now, we have got Chicharito lining up against Manchester United. Now, recently I've tweeted some things about Chicharito. Some of you guys don't like my opinion on Chicharito, and I totally respect your opinion. You have your right to your opinion. You may love him. Now, I totally respect what he did for the club. He gave me some great memories, and some of his goals were very, very crucial. I remember goals against Chelsea he scored in the Champions League to win the league, etc., etc. So he is an absolutely fantastic player on his day, and he did great things for us. But he's not Manchester United quality. He is not Manchester United quality, and I did not want him back at Manchester United. I also didn't like the way he acted towards the end of his United career, and because of that, I don't like him anymore. And people don't like that, which is fair enough. But to see him back at Old Trafford tomorrow, people say he's going to get a great reception and that. He might do, but not from me. I'm not going to boo him, but I'm not going to cheer him. And he'll probably score against United because he's a goal scorer. And, you know, it's usually written, someone comes back, scores against their former club. We've seen it from Robin Van Persie. And we'll probably see it tomorrow from Javier Hernandez. The thing is, I didn't mind seeing Van Persie score when we were 4-0 up. But even if we were 4-0 up, I don't want to see Javier Hernandez score. Although some of you guys would probably be a little bit different about that. But that's my opinion on him anyway. I think he'll get goals this season. I think he'll get 15, 20 goals plus for West Ham United. But, yeah, I didn't want him anywhere near United. Happy to see Rooney score, says Nihal. Amy or Any says, coming late, but I assume you've spoken about Liverpool's result. We did speak about it, but Jasmine says, lost my respect with that comment. Negative. What comment? Can you fill me in on that one, please? Bruno Amorim, says Jesse. I still don't know who the fuck Bruno Amorim is. Hernandez is old news, says Dubsy. Keith, what's going on? Manny Solkar, what's going on? I sit behind you in W310, says Matt has left foot. Nice one, mate. Say hello next time. Timbo was mint today, mate, says Matt. They did lose 3-0 against Huddersfield at home. I did see his challenge, his goal-saving challenge, which is absolutely fantastic. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to Timbo getting many more starts because he's a fucking talented player. And I'm hoping he continues to develop. Look, results like that aren't going to affect his development. Pereira had bad results at Granada. He got relegated with them and it didn't affect him. So Timbo will be alright, and he played well today, even if they didn't. How you doing, Nandan? How are you doing? WVS FC's in the house. Jack says Morata looked decent today. Morata is a good player. That's why he's always going to look decent. Twanzebe, who we work with, spending 30 million isn't going to work. So Stephen Tate, I think he is absolutely fantastic as well. Axel Twanzebe. I will do a FIFA 18 content, Zach, so don't you worry about that. John Neild, how you doing, mate? I hope you and Al are doing well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Can't wait to be back at Old Trafford for Premier League football. Obviously, it was nice to have the Super Cup final the other day, even if it left me frustrated as hell with the misses from Rashford and, of course, Lukaku. But now the real stuff's back. And if we put these lot to bed tomorrow, get 3 points, I'll be absolutely delighted with that. The team I want to see United start would be David De Gea, Valencia, Bailey, Jones, Darmian, Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Mkhitaryan, Martial and Lukaku. I don't think Martial will start, but he's in my preferred 11. And then, of course, as well, we've got... we're up against West Ham, who have Chicharito, who's obviously going to be a threat. Joe Hart could have a stormer, knowing that, knobhead. And, of course, I absolutely think Manuel Lanzini is a fantastic player. And he's going to end up going to Liverpool, isn't he, if Coutinho does leave there. So whether he plays or not remains to be seen. But if he does play, he will be a threat too. Arnautovic was a good signing for them as well. So they've got a few players that can cause us problems. But all in all, Manchester United have had the perfect preparation for this season. Jose Mourinho has said it himself. We have no excuses. Yes, we could have, should have, maybe wanted to sign another player. That hasn't happened yet. But that isn't an excuse for not getting result tomorrow. We've got a fully fit squad, bar from Rojo, Young and Shaw, which we already knew about. Fully fit squad. We've got players like Romelu Lukaku, Martial, Mickey, Mata, Herrera, Pogba, Matic. If we can't get a result at Old Trafford against West Ham, then it's going to be really frustrating. I know it's the first game of the season, but we need to get off to a winning start, and we need to put down a marker that says we're not going to fuck around. We're not going to drop the same points that we dropped last season. Patrick said, do you think Chelsea are already regretting Matic going? Maybe, but I don't really care about Chelsea right now. Chelsea doesn't matter. Liverpool, Arsenal, they don't matter at this moment in time. Unless we're playing them next, they don't matter. Because right now, if United win the games, if United do the business, we'll be in a title race. That's simple facts. And we need to be in a title race this season. So that Super Cup defeat could have been a blessing in disguise in the sense that it refocused the players. It got the players focused on the task ahead. It also showed the players we're a little bit off in Europe. We know that already. But in the Premier League, the target is simple. Let's get our trophy back. Let's get our trophy back. That is what we want this season. And that has to be the target. Nira says, I've forgotten Rashford every time. I haven't forgotten Rashford. I love Marcus Rashford. Some games I'll suggest he starts. Some games I suggest he don't start. That's life. But he could start tomorrow. He didn't start against Real Madrid. So he could very well start tomorrow. Zilas Boss says, just got in, bro. My bad. Hope everything is blessed. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Don't worry about being late. We are 27 minutes into the show. We've got about 10 minutes left. But of course, you can scroll back whenever you're ready and watch what we have already discussed. I enjoyed watching Dave on Geordie's show. Don't you want to visit? Yeah, man. I love True Geordie. I love Laz. I love Statman Daddy. Whenever they want to give me a call, they'll know I'll take up the invite. So, yeah, man. I'm sure in time it will happen. So don't stress, guys. Don't stress. Stephen says Andy Carroll is a Peter Puffer. Bailey's gonna mangle him. Apparently Andy Carroll's not fit for this game, but I'm hoping Eric Bailly 2-foots Chicharito into the stands, and all the Chicharito fanboys are gonna be like, oh no! Look, I like Chicha. He scored some crucial goals for it. I don't like Chica. Let me just take that back. But I'm thankful for what he done for the club. But he's not our player anymore. And he talked shit when he left. So fuck him. Fuck him. Zach says, Zlatan looking to resign? Thought he's not. Do you mean re-sign? Yes, he is looking to re-sign. Adam, do you think Man United can win the first 5 games? Not sure if we did it before. Man City did it recently. Last season we won the first 3, wasn't it? I think the fixtures that we have got, we can definitely win them. Let me just look at the fixtures again 1 second. Already forgot who we've got. Fixtures are... So we've got West Ham, Swansea, Leicester, Stoke, Everton, Southampton, Crystal Palace, before we got Liverpool. Now them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I know it's a danger of, counting your chickens before they hatch. But those are winnable games. And if Manchester United want to show we're serious about getting our title back and getting our trophy back this season, we've got to make a statement in those games. We've got to get almost maximum points in those games. Show we're fucking meaning business and we're back to fucking get our trophy back. It's that simple. Jose Mourinho has won every single time in his second season with the club, the Premier League trophy or the league trophy in whatever country he's been in. Will he do it at Manchester United? It's been a long time since we have won the trophy, but I just want it back, man. I just want to see red, black and white ribbons on the Premier League trophy again. I'm getting nervous for this game now. My team again, guys, like I was saying, David De Gea, Valencia, Bailey, Jones, Darmian, Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Mickey, Martial, and of course Lukaku. Although I do think Rashford will start in place of Martial. How is my fantasy team getting on after today? I haven't checked it. Rooney got a goal. Mane got a goal. Defoe didn't, unfortunately. I've still got Ali to play, Pogba to play. So I've got a few players still to play. And Lukaku, so still got a few to play, but couple of goals in there so far at the moment. Do you think you'll win Stat Boys Champs as Nandan? I'm going for it. I'm targeting the trophy. I promise you, I'm going to bring it back for my my guys, my subscribers at youtube.com/Adam McKola is coming back for you. Almost 40,000 of you, but not quite just yet. We are still just shy of 39,000. We are about 1,100 away from the target of 40k. We're not going to make the target by the beginning of the Premier League campaign, but it's been a great effort by all of you guys involved, and thank you very much if you're a new subscriber or an old subscriber. This has been the preview for Manchester United against West Ham. My predicted lineup again for you guys: David De Gea, Valencia, Bailey, Jones, Darmian, Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Mickey Marshall and Romelu Lukaku. I'm going for a 2-1 victory to Manchester United. Romelu Lukaku getting a goal, Chicharito getting a goal, and Romelu Lukaku scoring again. So 2 goals for Lukaku, 1 goal for Chicharito. Get your comments in below. Who do you want to see start in Manchester United's first Premier League game of the season? What will the scoreline be? Who do you fear from the West Ham side? And how do you think things are going to go down at Old Trafford in the first Premier League game of the season? Chelsea have already dropped points. Liverpool have already dropped points. Arsenal got 3 points by the skin of their teeth. Can Manchester United get a victory in their first game? It'd be nice if we could do that. We need to do that. Get your comments in below. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Like, comment, share. I've been Adam McKola. I'll be back tomorrow with plenty more content for you. Yes, reaction to the game. I might even do a vlog at the game. Cheeky chat with Dave. Loads of stuff coming. Make sure you keep it locked, and once I get home from the match, I'll go live. I'll do the Aftermath Live. Have you already forgot about the Aftermath Live? The Aftermath Live is coming back after the game tomorrow. It'll be a bit later, obviously, because I have to get home first. But you know what's going down. I've been Adam McKola. I'm out of here.